So like I'm done with the conversation, but he somehow thinks that it should still be kept up with emojis, whether it's just a, well, you guys know him. You guys
Yeah.
can imagine.
And how do you tell him that you're done?
No. You know,
Oh yeah, I
I
guess.
find it, I just ignore it. And then he
Oh,
See,
stops.
you
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced. There's no one else to do. That's why I'm in love with you. I wanna please you in any way I can. I wanna share my world.
hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to our show, Dating and Marriage Perspectives. Damn good to the last word. Amber and Karina, we join you back, our listeners and viewers. Thanks for being here. And if you're new to our channel, welcome. All right, before we get started, we want you to comment, subscribe, and like our show right below. Get used to these buttons because we want to hear from you. So today we welcome Nikki. Welcome back, Nikki.
hey.
She's been on our show quite a few times.
Yes.
We're happy to have you back.
That's
So
just
today,
one of the other shows that she was recently on. I think you guys will enjoy it.
yes, popping
Yes.
right on top of the window.
Yes.
Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so today we're talking about when is texting over. And I don't know if you remember, Amber, but I remember bringing the topic to you because my girlfriend from back home had shared with me a funny post about a guy who, asked this girl, "Hey, what are you up to? You want to get together?" And she responds back and says, "No, I got plans." "Oh, okay, that's cool." Right? You would think the text would be done there.
Yeah.
But then she responds back, "Oh, I'm doing this with my girlfriends, and then we'll go to this place and this, and that." And then he came back and said, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah.
No. Oh my God.
Yes, TikTok, be ready.
Oh my God.
So, perspectives, right? We might have just different perspectives about when is a text message over or when is communication over via text. For one person, for this one person, it was done after like 2 text messages.
Mhm.
For the other one, she just kept on going, right? And he really had to put a stop to it. But anyway, so we're talking about when is texting over, which is, sometimes it's hard to figure out because it's texting. Like, do I respond back to this? Like, are we done texting? Is this the end of the conversation? Anyway, so that's what we're talking about today.
It's almost like those people that, you're trying to get off the phone with them and you're like, yeah, I'm heading out the door. How about, it's great. And they're like, oh yeah. And they keep going and you're like, yeah, okay, bye. And they're like, yeah, you know what? I had such a great day today. And they just won't shut up. That's kind of what this topic sounds to me.
Yeah, that's a good analogy. Yeah, it's about the same.
Yeah, no. But you have to be very specific, like to shut the F up. Like that person.
I mean, that's kind of rude though. I mean,
it wouldn't be my man.
I wouldn't go that far. I mean, I just wouldn't respond. But then again, that's also kind of rude. But
that's true.
Yeah, that's ghosting.
It's less rude than saying shut the F up.
Yeah. It's very direct.
I mean, she just kept going on and on and on and on, and he was like, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah, you don't have to guess what they're thinking.
Yeah, true. That is true.
Oh gosh, there goes the
So getting into it, I mean, Nikki, have you been on the receiving end to that, or have you been on the giving end to
texting too much?
Yeah, and not knowing when the conversation is over or done?
I mean, I always wonder, because it's hard to tell when you're just sending messages back and forth, but you just kind of feel it out, I guess. For me, that's how I kind of do it. Like if he's not really as responsive, then I'll just not say anything more. Or if he seems to be busy doing whatever, then I'll just let him, let it go. But yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how I do it.
It's so interesting because I have actually, my husband tends to do that, but he does it with emojis. So
Mm.
like I'm done with the conversation, but he somehow thinks that it should still be kept up with emojis, whether it's just a, well, you guys know him. You guys
Yeah.
can imagine.
And how do you tell him that you're done?
You know,
Oh yeah, I
I
guess.
find it, I just ignore it. And then
Well,
he
Oh,
see,
stops,
you
right?
same
Like,
thing that I. Yeah, I just wouldn't say anything.
yeah,
huh.
it's like, okay, that's enough. That's enough, honey. And then he knows after about the fourth one, it just stops finally.
Yeah. I wonder how that plays out with two people dating, like husband and wife. You guys got your stuff. You understand each other.
Right.
Like, what would it be like to not say like shut the fuck up, but what if it was like, oh, okay, I'm done. I have nothing else to say.
Like if he said that.
And
Bye, I'll
yeah,
talk
like
to you
if,
later.
huh?
Bye, I'll talk to you later. Like that's a
Yeah,
good,
true. That's
right?
Yeah, like bye, I'll talk to you later, or talk tomorrow, or some sort of ending to the conversation. A nice one, not shut the F up. um, anything that's like rude like that, you're getting deleted and I'm moving on.
Yeah, yeah, with the quickness, with the quick.
Yeah, because it's not that deep. Just say, all right, I'm hanging out with my friends or I'm with the family. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I mean, I've said that.
Yeah.
I've been hanging out with you guys and I had people texting me, I've said, all right, I'll talk to you in the morning. Like we're in the hot tub or,
That was a nice weekend.
Whatever the case is, So yeah, that's just guys are rude.
That was a nice weekend.
Yeah. Well, what about you, Kay? Have you been on the either end of it?
Let me tell you. Yeah. I had a situation.
A situationship?
No, not a
Oh,
situation.
okay.
Because we're just getting started. I am not. No, Trina, thank you for sharing your experience with us. I will avoid situationships. Just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just end up in them though.
No, you don't.
We can look for the signs. We can look for the signs.
Yeah. That's what if you guys haven't listened to it, it's up here too. Listen to that because that is a whole different era of dating.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm tired just thinking about the show. It was a great show. It was just
It was. And Trina was great.
Relationships was a lot. She was great. She is great. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So this guy I meet for the first time, after talking on the phone a good amount of time, like, and even several hours long. So I was pleased that we're connecting. We have stuff to talk about. So we decide to meet and had a good time. And we continue to talk. So I'm like, okay, good news. We like each other enough to call each other and text each other and whatever. And then I go away for a few days. I went to see Amber in Vegas. It's my birthday, and I'm with my girls. I am with my friends, and we texted maybe one or so day while I was there. Not long, not a lot. So I get home from Vegas and I call him, and he doesn't pick up, right? So I'm like, all right, whatever. He'll call me when he calls me. And then the next day I'm like, hey, good morning. How you doing? I gave you a call yesterday. He's like, yeah, I took a self-care day. I'm just kind of hanging out, whatever. And I said, oh, okay, cool. And then he texts back, have a nice week. Texting is done.
Texting.
I didn't reply back. I'm like, oh, message received.
The phone calls are done.
But see, yeah, the whole dating experience is done. Not even
it was out the door. Yeah, I deleted his phone number.
Cutting you off.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, wait, oh, okay. So we went from texting every day since we met to have a nice week now. Oh, we're done. Okay.
Yeah. You think it was payback? Is this the same one that before you left said, hey, give me a call. I'd like to hear from you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
see, I'm wondering if any of it was a little bit like just like payback, because did you call while you were gone? Not text, but did you call?
No, I texted.
Yeah, I wonder if it was payback. I'm just curious. You know,
So
some
he asked
people.
for a call and didn't get one, and then said, "Have a nice week."
Hmm,
That's,
maybe he didn't think you were that into him.
You
but
know,
she reached out when she got back.
I know because she had her fun. Listen, you know how guys are. She went to Vegas. And I know I remember him specifically asking. No, I wasn't there, but she
no,
had said,
because I told
yeah.
you
Right.
And I was like,
that's
"Oh, are
what
you
he
gonna
said.
call?" And you were like,
We just met. We
I know.
just met like 3 days before,
Yeah,
two,
that's
two,
true.
2 days before I left for Vegas.
Has he reached out since?
Just oh,
Have you
so
got? See, you already
Ooh.
know.
Ooh, what happened?
part deux.
See,
2 weeks. 2 weeks goes by. I'm doing some work here this past weekend. Working on whatever. It's almost 11 o'clock at night. Mind you, I deleted his phone number. I get this text message. Um,
who's this?
Oh, I love that. I love doing that.
Yep.
not quite, but I did say, "Who's this?"
Yes.
Sends me a message. I'm around when you're ready to hang out, something like that.
Mhm.
And I was like, question mark, question mark, send. I'm trying to remember the text messages because I deleted it all. I'm just like, I don't have time for this.
Okay.
Question
Savage.
mark, question mark, sent the text, and then he says something else. I don't remember. And and I said, and then I said, "Who's this?" And then he comes back with, this is where he becomes a real fucking ninja.
Oh,
Oh.
If I tell you my name, you just have to moan.
ew.
What?
Exactly. I was
No.
like, how inappropriate. I was just like, oh.
Mm-mm.
And at this point, I didn't know who it was because his phone number and name were deleted from my phone.
Yeah.
And then something told me to just go back to my phone history, my phone call history. And I noticed like the time frame and the dates. I was like, oh, it's so and so that, you know, I got to put the name to the text messages. I'm like, wow, that's just
Well, that's a good time to say STFU. That would have been appropriate.
you know what? I didn't even bother. I let him sit with his
Mm.
inappropriate comment.
Good. Yeah.
I did not even respond.
Good.
That's
Because
good.
how do you go from he was very respectful when we met. We had really nice conversations. We did. We had really nice conversations. We were hitting like the right note on what we're looking for and whatever. We had a nice meetup. And then at 11 o'clock at night, you are straight up ninja.
Maybe he was drinking because first of all,
He may have been
11
drinking. He may have
o'clock?
been drinking.
Yeah.
But I mean, the texting was over.
And was this the
The
weekend?
texting was over. Those are two examples
Yes.
Yeah.
The
of
texting.
when we're done.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're done.
Oh, that's gross.
It's just terrible. I'm like, really? All right.
Ugh.
Yeah,
That's so
guys, come on.
different.
Don't even text. Just throw your phone in the trash for like a day, especially if you're gonna be out there drinking and stuff.
Right. Or if you're in your feelings one night, go watch
Yes.
some TV or something. Like, don't text me or, like, don't text the girls because just, ugh.
Not a good look.
Not a good look.
That's gonna have to be another show if we haven't done it already. Inappropriate texting.
Oh, goodness.
Like, when is the
Oh.
time to be inappropriate? Because
Or sexting? Have you done sexting?
I think we did. I don't remember.
No, not specifically.
Nikki,
Did
you're gonna
we?
be on that.
Oh no.
Yes, yes. But
Yeah.
when is it too early? Because that conversation was not going to go very far. And I just always get confused how guys think. I haven't heard from you in a couple of weeks, but sure, go ahead and talk to me like I'm freaking on Miracle Mile or something. Come on. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Right. It's like he doesn't even know you like that to know if that's
Right.
like acceptable.
Mm.
So I don't understand the thought process with some of these men.
Did he apologize?
Who?
Why he was in his thoughts of
The guy I'm
quiet?
talking about?
Yeah.
No, I haven't heard from him.
Oh.
That's the
Wait, so
last
you
message.
just didn't respond and just deleted it?
I didn't respond. I know who it is.
Yeah.
Let him sit in this inappropriate message. Really? You're 41 years old. You have 3 kids.
Mm.
Oh, that just makes it sound worse.
You know, one's 2 years
Damn.
old, the other one's 4.
Kids were asleep.
You know, right?
Dang.
Setting up stage or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I let him sit and there's some satisfaction in that for me.
What? Say that again.
There's some satisfaction in that.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Let you
There's no
think
need
about
for
your
this.
behavior.
Exactly. Think about that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a
That's
fucking queen. You don't talk to me like that.
Tell him. Can you dig it?
Can you dig it?
That's for my boy H.
Oh,
Yeah, no. No. You know, that just kind of yeah, like there's have you ever been like in a texting situation where you just want to go back and forth, like one up on the other and whatever, and maybe you just don't know when to stop
like a
texting?
good conversation?
No, just like it might be like not like you're just going back and forth with someone and texting. You just,
Oh,
well, you didn't show up, and well, you did this, and then you did
Fine, being
that,
petty.
and then you're just back and forth. It's really not going anywhere.
right.
Yeah.
And maybe you're trying to say the most creative thing to shut them up or
Yeah.
whatever. But then there's the other side of that of not texting back, not responding back. There's greater satisfaction in that than going back and forth with someone
Right.
for
I'm
no
of
reason,
the
and it gets
latter.
nowhere.
Hmm.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I'm petty and I want to
Same.
have the last word.
Same. Yeah. Sometimes I'll just say, good luck.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Have
Mhm.
fun. You know, like I have nothing else here. Nothing
And
else to
that's
give.
when texting is over.
Yes.
Because as soon as
Yes.
I send, good luck or whatever, like you said, that's when I'm deleting your number
Right.
and blocking
Exactly. Correct. Mm-hmm.
you. Feels so good. It's so satisfying.
It is. It totally is. Yeah, I've never had the whole back and forth thing other than, just saying good luck because I'm done.
Yeah. Mhm.
Bye.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I don't have the capacity to go back and forth with you.
Oh, I have the capacity. I'm just gonna have to have the last word.
You're good with, and you're clever too. You're good with how clever you get back to people.
I have a smart
You
mouth.
are.
Yeah.
You do. You have
It's
a
been a
smart
blessing and a curse. Because you don't want to hurt people, but then you want to cut people's
Hurt
throats.
people.
Right? Like, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Just gonna hurt you just a little.
Just a little bit. Yeah. I want you to feel how I feel right now.
That's fair.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we can both be miserable.
Damn.
Oh, just ridiculous. That's
I
so,
love Nikki's reaction. She said, "Damn."
she knows.
Yes.
It's a Scorpio in me too, right? Like,
Oh, that's true.
like I'm very loyal, but
That's
yeah, I'm
true.
gonna if I'm gonna feel something, so are you.
Yeah,
A good
I
way
totally see that.
good feelings.
Consistent.
Yes. Well, any other comments on this one? Things we left out?
Recognize when texting is over might be the greatest gift.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to
totally.
hear like comments too. Like I want to know from our viewers and listeners, like when do you figure out that texting, when do you realize texting is over?
Yeah. Or I guess the texting part of the relationship.
The texting part of the
Right.
relationship. But does that
Yeah.
mean you go into calls then? Is that what you mean? Or
Yeah, I guess that would be my question too. Like, do
Hmm.
you stop texting and then move into phone calls at certain point or?
Wait, can we spend some time on that? Like, can you
Sure.
say more about that? Because so for me, if I'm giving you my phone number, we're talking on the phone.
Yeah.
We're not going
Millennial.
from
Um,
online messaging. I'm giving you my phone number and then
To
we're texting
continue.
again. No.
Right. That
And
it
if we
makes
can't
total
get
sense.
out of it, I'm gone.
Yeah.
That's that old school, new school love conversation again.
It is. It is a little bit. It
I
is. I
don't
get
I
what you're
don't get I
saying.
don't get that part where no, why? Okay, so tell me more.
She said, no, why?
I totally understand what you're coming from. And that's how I feel about when guys will message me and say, well, what's your Snapchat or what's your TikTok?
Snapchat.
What's your Instagram? And I'm like, well,
Oh my God.
we're messaging currently on an app and you
No,
now want me to move to another app
no,
to communicate with you.
not doing that.
That no, we're not doing
No.
that.
Yeah.
So I guess it's kind of the same thing, even though I don't think about it that way.
Right.
It is the same thing.
It
Yeah. Oh,
is
you're
the
right.
same
It's a
thing.
different app and it's not a phone call.
It's not the
Right. It's
real
still
world.
not. So it's like, what is the point then? Like, what is the purpose of doing this? But for me, I just like text messaging because I don't know. I guess it's one more step before calling and stuff. I mean, you can
Oh, so
send
you
videos,
do?
pictures, you can send voice messages, you can like comments, you can, I don't know, it's just a little bit more intuitive in the messaging, the text messaging, I
Oh,
guess. Um,
you don't mind the texting, like moving from
not, it depends on for how long. Like it can't go on for too long. Like I have
Like
to
how
kind of
long?
feel it out and
yeah,
make
how
sure that
long? How long is too long? Or how long is like your deal breaker?
um depending on what's going on, like some people just have like a busy week that we happen to match, they're leaving for a trip or they're going somewhere or they're, busy with family, friends, whatever. So, okay, I'll allow it for maybe a week if that's the case, but generally a couple of days just to kind of, I like to vet guys a little bit, ask certain questions, um, get certain types of answers that I'm looking for and to kind of understand them a little bit better and make sure that we're on the same page. And then if, the conversation is fun and it's moving along, then I'll say, let's have a call or something.
Now,
But
do they call? Do they usually call and you guys continue the call, or because it's already been established that you guys are just texting? Do they?
there's usually a combination of it. It's like, oh, I just finished work, can I call you in an hour or
Okay.
something like that. But typically once that's occurred, we're meeting up soon. We're meeting up in a day or two. Like we're not going to be doing the phone tag very, too much. So we're going to be meeting up soon. And then that's when it kicks off the either it's going to work or not. So, but yeah, I don't mind the texting for, a couple of days.
Okay.
Yeah, it's over for me.
I know.
No, we're not even getting started. If I give you my phone number and you're texting me
Mhm.
again,
Well, do you say from the get-go,
yes,
in
Oh,
the
Yes.
reply, call me. I
Yes.
prefer calling. I don't
yes,
like to text.
I say, hey, we've been messaging for a little bit. You want to exchange phone numbers and call and talk on the
Okay.
phone?
Oh,
Talk on the phone?
talk on the
Talk.
payphone.
On the phone.
That's right.
Yeah, sure, that sounds great. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess it is just a different generational thing.
Are you calling me old school?
No, I mean, but I don't
It's
know.
fine.
We don't mind the texting because I don't mind like sending me like music or like saying, how your work day's going or just little things throughout the day or something, to kind of keep it
I
going.
don't mind
And then a
it.
call at
Yeah,
the end,
I don't mind that either.
So,
But yeah.
It can't be the primary way we
Yes.
communicate.
that's
Exactly.
totally
It
fair, yeah.
can't.
Right. And especially when you're trying to have deep conversations, don't try to have a deep conversation with me via text because that's just not going to work.
Right?
Yeah.
That's too much.
Yeah. I'll tell them, oh, that's a conversation for when we meet up or if you call
Yeah.
me or something, because I'm not, no, no. This is for light conversation only.
Yeah. Like, hi, how are you? Good.
Yeah.
Call me.
Yep.
Right.
Checking in.
Exactly. And I think you brought up a good point too. I think one time we were together, Karina, is that you want to hear their voice, because meeting up with them and knowing you've never heard their voice, you don't know what they sound like.
Right?
It made me think like I've done that before and it is kind of strange.
It's jarring when you hear somebody's voice. You're like, "Ooh, ew."
Be dating Mickey Mouse. We had that conversation. You'll be dating Mickey Mouse.
It's weird. Like because you envision in your head how they might sound because you've never heard them. And then you meet them and it's like, ooh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This
Yeah.
is who you look like.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's important.
That's
funny.
Yeah, that stayed with me.
Yeah. We got to get like a guy's point of view too on it. I'm interested in just knowing, because guys aren't like talky sometimes, so I'm sure it's harder for them.
That's a damn fucking
I've
excuse.
heard them say that a lot. When
Don't be mad at me. I'm just saying.
I know. Traumatized because I've been told that, like, guys.
Yeah, I've been told that before. Yeah, that
I'm
they're
not good
just
at
not
phone
phone
conversations.
Yeah. Well, even when there's a lot of men, even when you try to have a conversation.
Not fine. Really? They say they're not a phone person?
Yes. If you tell me you don't know how to have phone conversations.
What? Okay, I guess that's, yeah.
To Amber's point, we're setting the stage. So if I say I'm okay with texting,
right,
I'm not my need.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's true. Dang.
Sorry. I mean,
you're
gotta
right,
converge.
though.
What do you do at work? You Teams people all the time, all day? Like,
well, they have a lot of them now do actually, which is really scary.
It is all day
That's
long.
how they communicate.
I'm on Slack and Teams.
Exactly.
It's really terrible.
Yeah.
I don't want that in my personal life. So
that's totally fair. Yeah.
Texting will be over before you even get started.
There you go. You will be blocked.
Real quick.
What about FaceTime? Do you do FaceTime?
Yeah, I don't mind FaceTiming.
Right.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Let me know before you call.
Yeah.
Right. That's the only thing. Yeah. I've had that where it's like, look at a mess.
Sorry, you're looking at the ceiling.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Got my old holy shirt on.
Yeah. Right. When is FaceTiming over? That's the
right. Because that's when people keep
going before you FaceTime.
Yes. Yeah. My goodness.
Yeah. I have to say I have something to do after.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Ooh.
Awesome.
All right.
Well, Nikki, thanks so much for coming on again. We love having you.
Yes, awesome. I love being here. I love talking to you guys.
Oh, and you're going to be on again next week, so we're super excited. So we have some good stuff. Okay, can you tell everybody kind of some of the, like, next week what we're going to be talking about and some of the fun shows we have coming up?
Yeah, we have a few in the pipeline. So next week we're gonna have another guest in addition to Nikki. So Courtney will be joining us, where we talk about like these different dating terms, like ghosting. We did a show on ghosting. Puffed up is another one. Backslide. Never heard that one.
Rick is a back.
Yeah, so we'll talk about some of these dating terms and how we use them in a sentence.
Yeah. In the real world.
Yes.
Real world scenarios.
Yeah.
You know?
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Awesome.
That's coming up.
Yes. Awesome. Well, ladies, I hope you have a wonderful evening. To our listeners and viewers, thank you so much for listening, watching. Please share your thoughts with us, comment down below, or we've been getting a lot of fun emails of other conversations you guys would like us to talk about. So don't forget, damperspectives@gmail.com. Hit us up. Have a great day. Bye.